Well, hello there. What do you think of the banner for the channel? A company reached out to me and said that they could put a picture, any picture I want, onto a flag. So I sent them a picture and said, yeah, okay, fair enough. And that was the result. It's only one-sided, so it's not like I can fly it on a stick or anything like that there. But I was thinking maybe of magnetizing it to the side of the van, so if I'm doing vlogs, instead of the van in the background, the dull grey, you can see that. But hey ho. I want to talk to you today about these here. If you've been a fan of my channel for a little while, you will know that Pete Foster, who owns Advanced Predator Products, makes the finest drop arms for pike fishing. These are, in my opinion, the best drop arms you will ever get on the market. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to get orange anymore because that colour has run out, but you can get them in High Viz Yellow. So that's these ones, right? In these drop arms, you can see that there is a little white ball bearing. There's actually two of them. These are made of delrin. Delrin is a very hard polymer. It's better than it was better in the trials than stainless steel. All the time, stainless steel can rust. I didn't know that. Apparently so. So the delrin plastic, as you can see, the delrin, you see these little white things in the middle there? That's why the drop arms are so pretty good. Now, I don't really use this, but you can see in the back there's a hole in the drop arm. There is weights that you can screw into that to lighten this head, so it makes it very, very sensitive. Say if you're fishing for zander or on a fishery that's very, very fished, very, very heavily fished. So fish are really, really up on the pressure. I don't really fish those places. Anywhere I'm fishing, I don't really have a need to make the drop arm lighter. If anything, because I fish at longer distances on big fisheries, big wild places. I like the weight of the head because it pulls the slack out of of your braid. So if you're fishing over distance, when you've dropped your bait off, there'll be like a bow of braid. It won't be a straight line straight away. Eventually the braid will get pulled down through the water columns by the weight of your drop arm. And this is why you see when you put your rod on your drop arm, and eventually over time it kind of sags down a bit. That's the drop arm pulling out all the slack from your main line. Excuse me. You don't want any slack in main line. You want as tight a string as you can get from your rod to your lead. The only slack on your rig should be the trace itself, so the pike can come along, pick up the bait and feel nothing, and then move. And as soon as it moves a couple of inches, the drop arm will then drop out, and you know there's a fish on. Pike feels no resistance. So, like I said, top end drop arms, really, really good. This is the new one. It's made of solid aluminium. You can get them in a range of colours. I'm going to put Pete's Facebook, which is probably the best place to get him, on the description of this video. So this is solid aluminium. Comparing them to the heads, it's a little bit smaller, but if something, it's a little bit heavier than the old ones. So that's the size comparison. This little thing here, that's actually a glow stick adapter from Enterprise Tackle. That's put on your feeder tip so that night time you can see the bites. The only reason I put them on the alarms or the drop arms is because I fish into dark. The little glow stick like that there is easier seen, and I think it's a little bit of a good addition. But that's just me taking something that's really, really good and just adding a little bit of spice to it to make it an even bit better. So here we have the original drop arm that's been on bank sticks, rod pods, everything for pike fishing for a few seasons now, quite a few seasons. It stood up to all the abuse that I've given it. It's not been mollycoddled, it's not been bibbied, it's not been wrapped in bubble wrap. It's been chucked into backpacks, it's been chucked into rod bags or rod pod bags and chucked into the back of the van. You know, it stands up to a hell of a lot of abuse. I've not had a problem with these at all. So I'm expecting these to be just as good. Here's how you change the old one with the new one. Underneath there, you'll see there's a little screw, a little head, a bolt screw. There's a nut in there, that silver thing. So I turn the bank stick upside down. I then unscrew the nut, takes it away. Keep this upside down because this little nut will fall out. Take away the. You'll see there's a flat side and a round side. The flat side goes against the plastic. So I put it through. And it's on the drop arm. It's on the bank stick. It'll be clipped up the same way. And it'll drop off the same way. These ones as well do have the little holes in the back of them. So again, if you want to buy the screw-in weights to make the head lighter, then you can do that. The only thing I will do with this is move this little glow stick adapter onto it because it's the same thickness of stem. The only thing that's really changed is the new heads. These new heads you can get in a variety of colours. You know, say you're a fan of a football team that has a colour and you want them to be purple. You do them purple. But like I said, I'm going to put his Facebook on the bottom of this, in the description of this video. So give Pete a shout. If you go to Pete's Facebook and you're ordering these, use code DSAA, David Scobie Angling Adventures, and Pete will sort them out for you with free postage and packaging. That's a little deal that Pete and I have agreed. So he supports the channel, so I'm asking people that follow me to support Pete. Good guy, really, really talented pike angler. You know, he's had some fucking monsters of fish. He's been a fan of the channel. He's been really, really good to me for a long time. So I have no problems in my heart saying to you guys out there that these drop arms will be every bit as good as these ones. So if you're in the market for a new set of drop arms, then go and give Pete a shout. I forgot, actually, I did have what they cost, and the figure has just escaped my brain. It's early in the morning here. Haven't had coffee, haven't woke up. But give Pete a shout if you're after new drop arms. He also does a electric type alarm. There's details on his site. He's working on a new prototype landing net. So there's lots of like stuff that's designed basically for pike anglers. A lot of us pike anglers have to take carp angler gear and twist it a little bit to make it suitable for pike fishing because we're pike anglers. Pete is a pike angler. He's making stuff for pike fishing for pike anglers. You know, there's no taking something that's originally designed for something else and adding to it or subtracting to it or twisting it. This is stuff that's made by a pike angler for pike anglers. So, if you want to go and give him some love, all his details is in the description. There's no session. There's no fishing session today because I'm busy. There will be a fishing session tomorrow. There should hopefully be a vlog for that tomorrow. I've got the camera dried out after it took a swim last week, or the last session I was out on. Next weekend, there will be an overnighter. The wife has got the weekend off work, so I'm taking an overnighter. So that should be good. I don't have a clue where I'm going to go, but that should be good. I'm going to get an overnighter done. But that's the channel, that's all the updates, that's everything. The usual sort of Facebook and YouTube and all this sort of nonsense goes here. If you want to share this video, then feel free to. If you want to, you know, like and share, do all the good stuff. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, then maybe today is the day that you think about it. I hate doing this YouTube stuff. So there we go, guys. New drop arms.